lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Velus Jones now from his end zone, and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the option to give to Foreman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Bears had 10-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, check Megan. Strike. Jackrabbit.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Ritter back to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hey,
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Snap, red. Field, right. Green jack. Set.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds. A few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Foreman powering ahead, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now they'll shift things around.
It's 3rd and 10. Monday.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. All right.
Now a give to Foreman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion.
Hey, Ken. Set.
Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 23. 3rd and 2, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. He's got Lewis. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
A gain of 6 yards.
They snap it to Fields. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Yellow.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Here we go.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Slide through.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone and not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
4 yards to pick up, first down. They run again with Foreman. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are alive.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Fields now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Red, cycle. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, son. Sit all right.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They try the left side with Johnson. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Moore, the motion man. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fields trying to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Ready.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. out of the gun. Here's Ritter. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Striker, 3-3-6, mega.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's able to find Miller. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ritter's throw taken in by Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ritter off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
22 middle. Clear green.
Third and long now. Ritter. Slant route to Miller. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here we go. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Ritter from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now a race for the marker. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Famous Jones on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Fields.
3rd and 5.
That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up with a 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. I give to Foreman now on the option. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him but forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
Here we go.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Fields, sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And fights through one man. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On the ball.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them, it's still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Well, this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Don't forget, man, where the first down line was, this defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. He's got Mooney, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Fields. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw. Fields. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 60.